On May 10, 1990, in a crowded neighborhood of Delhi, Jyoti Singh was born into a family that believed education was the only way out of poverty. Her parents worked tirelessly, sacrificing land and comfort so their children could dream bigger lives. Jyoti studied hard, trained as a physiotherapy intern, and worked long hours to support herself. She was ordinary, hopeful, and determined. On the night of December 16, 2012, Jyoti and her friend boarded a private bus after watching a movie. It was meant to be a short ride home. Instead, the bus veered off course. The doors were locked. The lights went dark. 6 men inside began harassing them. When her friend tried to intervene, he was beaten unconscious. Jyoti was dragged to the back of the bus and subjected to extreme violence. The assault lasted nearly an hour before both victims were thrown onto the road and left to die. When doctors examined her injuries, they were stunned she was still alive. Her internal damage was catastrophic, yet she remained conscious long enough to tell her story. From her hospital bed, she told doctors she wanted to live. As she fought for survival, protests erupted across India. Millions demanded justice. She became known as Nirbhaya, the Fearless One. Despite multiple surgeries, her condition worsened. Jyoti was flown to Singapore in a final attempt to save her life. On December 29, 2012, she died from complications caused by the assault. Her death forced a nation to confront uncomfortable truths. Laws were rewritten. Fast-track courts were created. Punishments for sexual violence were strengthened. But change on paper could not erase the cost. Jyoti was not a symbol by choice. She was a daughter, a student, a young woman with plans. Her courage gave voice to millions who had been silenced. And her story continues to ask one question. How many lives must be broken before safety becomes a right, not a privilege?